Hello and welcome fellow sports lovers. My name is Jack. And today, we are talking about West Ham's number 41, Declan Rice. There is no doubt that Declan Rice has become one of the Premier League's most complete midfielders. We are showing why. Declan Rice doesn't carry himself like a junior member of the teams he plays in. Despite still very much being in the early stages of his career, Rice is a leader on and off the pitch for West Ham, and does a similar job when surrounded by senior players on international duty with England. Rice has swiftly become an integral member of Gareth Southgate's team, and at club level, he and Thomas Soucek have combined to form a physically imposing central midfield too, as West Ham secured a return to European football by finishing 6th in the Premier League in 2020-21. David Moyes, who has overseen West Ham's improvement since returning to the club, understandably values Rice very highly indeed. He is arguably the best holding midfield player in the country, and the best thing about Declan is he will get better, said West Ham's manager, speaking in February 2020 about the then 21-year-old. I don't agree with the owners that he is a £100 million footballer. Far more than £100 million. Player profile. Rice, still only 22 years old, has been a stalwart for Gareth Southgate's England and David Moyes' West Ham since the 2018-19 season. An exceptional passer of the ball and remarkable defensive presence, Rice has stepped up his ball carrying to extreme heights in the past 2 seasons, becoming a near-complete central midfielder. No player completed more of their dribbles than Rice in the Premier League last season, with the West Ham man dancing his way successfully around nearly 90% of the players he attempted to beat. He's also completed the 4th most carries into the final third, and boasts the 5th highest total carrying distance this season. From a defensive perspective, Rice always knows where to be. His 55 interceptions at the halfway point of the 2021-22 Premier League season sees him rank higher than any other player. He's also improved on the timing of his tackles with each and every passing season, with a league high of 89 tackles won back in 2019-20. Importantly for the Hammers, his pressure success percentage also vastly outperforms most other midfielders, and he showcased many moments back in 2020-21, where he would excellently provide cover for an advancing Aaron Cresswell, West Ham's most dangerous deliverer. Given West Ham's sound defensive structure and overall lack of possession, Rice hasn't been challenged quite as much in the defensive transition department for Moyes' team. However, he brilliantly positioned himself at the Euros for England, with Calvin Phillips acting as the more adventurous midfielder. Box to box. Rice's ability to change how he plays for his club and country is particularly promising. In 2020-21, he held a more reserved role for the Hammers, with Thomas Soucek often tasked with making late runs into the box. This season, he's been the one driving forward and carrying the ball up the field, as Soucek sits deeper. But even in that time, he's continued to be the holder for England, allowing other players to work their magic further up the pitch. What this means is that Declan Rice can be versatile in adapting to however his next manager wants him to play. That, above all else, is a remarkable skill for a 22-year-old to possess. His seamless conversion from a central defender into a defensive midfielder, where he has shown a real talent for delaying and breaking up attacks, particularly at the point of an attacking transition for his opponents, has proved just how naturally that side of the game comes to him. He has an ability to spot danger that only the best ball winners have. Rice is similar in that regard to N'Golo Kante. Like Kante, he covers an awful lot of ground, and makes both tackles and interceptions in big numbers, even if he doesn't quite match the Frenchman's statistics. If you want to know more about Declan Rice, watch part 2. We will talk about his strengths and his role at West Ham. Thanks for sticking around so long. Please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel.